Lenny McLean was the old governor. Have you two taken over?
Definitely.
When Lenny was on the door, people shouted,
Osh. Number one.
we get the same.
Wankers. Who would have won in a fight?
Different eras.
But definitely us.
Yeah, with my head movement,
And my power.
devastating combo.
Tell you what happened at the zoo.
Well, after a 10-hour shift on the Sunday, we decided to go to the zoo to unwind. We wanted to see the gorillas, 500 pound of pure muscle. We got to the enclosure and the male gorillas just ran away. We asked the park warden, we said, what's happened here? And he said, this generally only happens in the wild when more dominant males turn up.
I didn't even have me traps up or me sleeve out.
Probably just as well. Probably would have went into shock.
Would you ever consider learning martial arts?
We tried to join an MMA club.
Yeah, first day the instructor asked me up on the mat. I tied him up in knots in seconds. He said it was like fighting an octopus.
He then asked us if we were pros or if we had black belts.
I said our belts are as black as the sky on a moonless night. But they weren't earned in some hot gym, snuggling men on the floor. They were earned the hard way, on the cobbles.
Said we could turn pro. Said we'd walk the UFC.
You could be world champions.
Said not interested. Making a fortune, bouncing on the red line 3 nights a week.
And a gala bingo on a Thursday night.
What happened when you went to pick up a debt at the Travellers site?
Something fell off as soon as we arrived.
Yeah. We drove up the lane, and then someone shut the gate behind us so we couldn't get out. And then 40 blokes jumped out. Samurai swords, baseball bats, knives. Tooled up to the max.
We had 2 choices. Freeze or go out swinging.
I cranked the radio up, and luckily, Karate Kid's soundtrack was on.
And I said, let's dance.
What happened?
We fought like the Spartan 300.
It was like that first scene from Saving Private Ryan. There's bodies everywhere.
Then a woman come running out with the money and said, stop knocking everyone out. It's just another story for our memoirs.
They say you have the best chin in the UK.
600 fights, never been stopped, never been rocked.
I seen him take a baseball bat to the face. Didn't even flinch, didn't even blink. Didn't even drop the sausage roll he was eating.
I even had the last bite, and I said, put up your dukes. Let's just say his chin wasn't as strong.
The UFC community are upset at your comments about being fitter than UFC fighters.
Sometimes facts hurt, don't they? I mean, for an example, if a UFC fight goes for 5 rounds, that's 25 minutes of work. I mean, you tell me a bar, nightclub that wants protection for 25 minutes. I mean, we can start work at Witherspoons midday, still be there at midnight.
They wouldn't have the fitness to do what we do.
What would happen if John Jones walked into the club?
He would behave, or they'd be.
Consequences.
What like?
Well, it'd be like a tiger swimming out to sea to start and 2 walker wheels. You're out of your jungle now, and in our world, and in this world, there's no ref to save you.
There's no tap-outs, there's no gloves, and there's no snuggling on the floor.
We would simply make him the Tooth Fairy's best customer that day.
Sit down.
What would you rather give up? Blower jobs or the gym?
That's a tough one. Probably blowjobs. Because the gym's like my church. If I don't get there to do chest and arms, I just don't feel right.
Yeah, blowjobs. They hurt your jaw after a while.